guys, so today we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to do a severed finger. We're going to start off by doing a small mould. We're going to be using this stuff called alginate, which you can purchase from Mould Life. To do so, you just need to mix a ratio of 1:1 of this with some water. As you can see, she's just sat with her finger up until knuckle point. And it'll take about 5 minutes to 8 minutes for this to set. It's relatively quick, and then once it has set, all you've got to do is remove the finger. To remove the finger, all you've got to do is get your model to just wiggle it slightly. So as soon as you start to feel your finger release, just then pull out. There we go. So this little dinky hole here is our new little finger mould. Okay, so now we have our glorious little mould. We are then going to use some gelatin, which you can again buy from Mould Life. So to melt the gelatin, you need to put it in the microwave and check up on it about every 10 seconds until it's like a nice gloopy melted consistency. Okay, so once you've melted your gelatin, you've got to move quite fast and just get it into the mould. So give it a little whack just to dispose of any air bubbles. You see? And we're just going to pour that in there. So I'm just basically moving all the stuff from around it just so it's nice and flat as possible. Then you just have to wait again about 5 to 10 minutes for it to dry. Okay, so whilst the mould is setting, we're going to just start to make up the finger itself. So this is all illusion really, so where the joint is, you're just going to bend it like this. Okay, make sure your model is comfortable. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use some stuff called Pro Stick, which is a makeup adhesive glue. Ugh, it's stubborn to open. But there we go. Okay. Okay. So then you just want to get a Q-tip and just dab some glue onto the joint right there. Also, just get your model to unfold the finger and dab a bit further down as well. Okay. Now you want to wait for this to become tacky. So in the meantime, you're going to get a cotton pad, split it in half, and just take out some of the fluffy goodness and just start to dab. This basically gives the wax that we're going to use some kind of texture to grab onto. So now we're going to use Effects Wax. This one is by Grimace, I believe. So you're just going to take a little ball out and use a bit of Nivea. This will keep it nice and moist so it doesn't heat up and get messy, because wax is a bit of a pain in the ass to work with, to be honest. So then, once you've got your little ball shape, just plant it on the knuckle, unfold your finger for me, and just blend it into the skin. Ready. So now we're just going to use a ruler, and we're just going to slide it along and create like an open gash. So 3D wise it looks something like this. If it's cracked in any places, just smooth it over with your fingers, like so. Okay, next part, you're going to want to have a bruise wheel or some kind of bruise paint. So I'm using Cryolin's bruise wheel right here. We're going to take the dark blue shade here, and this is going to create some depth into the wound. So you want a nice fine little brush, and you're just going to drag it through the little woundy bit. Yep. Okay, so then we are going to take a powder, so like a bronzy powder. So we're just going to pat this over. Because wax is quite shiny, we want to make it look a bit more matte. and apply some of that extra skin tone back in there. Okay, stop. Okay, then we're going to take the reddish colour with just a pinch of the purple, and we're just going to dab it over the wax. We don't want to overdo it, we just want to create. Now, this is the fun part, the part that we have all been waiting for. We're going to use some fake blood and we're going to cause a gory mess. So I'm just going to pour a bit out into the cap. Get a Q-tip. And the fine brush that you used to fill. And we're just going to slot it in there gently. Okay. We're then going to take a stipple sponge, which is just one of these black sponges, and we're going to just stipple some blood. Make it nice and gory and graphic and beautiful. So as you can see, you've got your nubby little finger bit. So if we just put this, hold on, just bend your finger again for me. This would fit there, okay? So what we're going to do to create some depth to the finger, we're going to use the dark blue tone again from the bruise wheel, and we're just going to paint the bottom, the base of the finger, should I say. Okay, and then just start to bring some of the black up. You might also want to just define the nail bit as well. Maybe just go around that a little bit. Don't worry if it's like a bit messy, because you're going to douse it in blood anyway. Okay, so then we're just going to lay that down nicely. And then we're going to cover it in blood. Just get some in between the fingers. Right there. Okay.
Okay.
And there is your beautiful little severed fingered mess. If you liked my video today and wish to see more like it, then please comment, rate and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye!